Woo woo woo! Dingly dingly!
Welcome to the Tupacast.
Let me see with my imagination.
To the Tupacast.
I don't understand the numbers.
Welcome to the one, the only Tupacast.
Welcome everyone to Tupacast episode 3. Tonight I have two very awesome guests with me, Kevin and Shelly Zerby.
Yay!
How are you guys doing? Yeah, woo!
Ooh, boy. We are so happy to be here that Shelly did her hair really nice.
Yeah,
Awesome.
right.
That's
For
awesome.
the-
I put on a clean shirt, so I'm good.
So did Kev.
I did. I
I know
changed
you can't even see it in the camera. I don't know why I bothered, but
Your neck looks great.
yeah, I watched it.
Good.
So tonight we are going to talk about Shaun of the Dead. First up, though, let's do an icebreaker.
Okay.
All right.
I've got one for you guys.
It's time for the icebreaker.
Okay, if you could be a citizen of any country other than the U.S. of A., which country would you pick?
Honey,
And why?
why don't you go first?
You go first.
No, you go first because you're female and German.
No, but you go first. Think about it. I'm not ready.
All right. Since I always go right off the bat, let me see. If I could be a citizen of any other country, I would want to be from Austria.
I almost thought you were going to say something else. Okay, why
Out of curiosity, what were you going to think I was going to
Australia.
say?
Yeah, I thought you were going to take mine. I was going to say Australia.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I just Austria this week because I've been watching a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. And that's the main reason. And plus he's coming out with that new Kindergarten Cop coming out pretty soon. So that I'm very interested in as well.
Wait, there's another one?
Yep, working on another one.
Really? Wow,
Yep.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Except this time he's supposed to be looking for a flash drive with a bunch of information instead of a person. And he's going to have a sidekick. I don't know who though. Somebody like John Leguizamo or somebody I don't know. It's in the works, baby. It's in the works.
Huh.
Now, seriously, let me think about the place I'd like to be from.
It's funny you mentioned Kindergarten Cop. I was just in Astoria, Oregon, and that's where they filmed that movie.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
that
Yeah,
is
that's-
good.
I'm
Yeah.
ready if you're not
Okay.
ready.
Wait, but now I'm ready.
Okay, well then go.
Why don't you go now that you're so eager?
I think maybe Norway.
Oh, okay. Why Norway?
Well, because I just read an article recently about how they're some of the happiest people
Oh,
in the
sure.
world. They have a great economy. They're just happy people. They have, good jobs. And you never hear about Norway getting in any confrontations. There's never,
Right, yeah. Yeah.
terrorist attacks in Norway, anything like that. It just seems like it'd be just a nice,
That would drive me
quiet life.
crazy.
It would be cold, but I think it'd be a nice
Yeah.
life.
It would drive me crazy because you wouldn't know what bad was. You wouldn't know what was terrible.
Well, I'm sure they have their
Bad days,
bad things too. But
rainy days, and Mondays always
Yeah.
get them down.
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen travel shows where they talk about Norway and they go and visit, and yeah, it sounds like a really neat place. That's a
Yeah.
good pick. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Kevin,
Okay,
you gonna be able to top that?
You darn tootin' I can. I want
Austria.
I want to be Hawaiian. Oh, that's in America.
Hawaii's a part of the United States.
But I want to be Jamaican Hawaiian.
Jamaican
Jamaican
Hawaiian.
Let me think.
You're making me crazy, Kevin.
Yeah, I know. Come
Sorry.
on.
I would have to say- I'll take Germany for 200, Alex. Yeah, I would take Germany.
Okay.
And the reason being is I know that it's very clean. I am German. I wouldn't mind learning the language because it's so beautiful. And I think that would be fun to speak. And
Yeah. It would be.
I love the trimming of the mustaches back in the day. And
There's castles there.
and there's castles that don't blow down when the ocean comes in. I think Germany.
What's the mustache thing?
I was trying to make a dumb Nazi joke. It's not.
Oh. I was like, they really trim mustaches.
It was really dumb because nobody got it.
Sorry. Yeah, that's dumb.
What about you?
I would pick Australia. I would pick Austria. No, I would pick.
I'm glad you picked Austria. Good.
It's not a vacation. I would pick Australia because I would love to explore that whole continent. I'd love to travel and explore, and that would be really fun. Plus, the people, they seem like really cool. All the travel shows I've seen, everybody looks pretty fun and nice.
Yeah.
So it just seemed like it'd be a really cool place to live and explore.
I think there's so many extremes on that continent too. Beaches,
Yeah, they have
animals.
desert.
Yeah, the rainforest.
Food.
Yeah, food. They have food.
They have food there in that country.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Those are very good ones.
Thank you very much.
Except for Kevin's, but the rest are good. No, that's awesome. All right. Oh, I forgot. We have a comment that was on the blog, and I'm going to share it with you guys. It says,
Please.
Awesome, guys. You were a good interview, Kev. I really enjoyed this. Love you. Shikoda Colloqua.
That's Shayakota. That's
Shia. Shia. Okay.
That's Shayakota, and we call her Shy, and she's a very close friend and a wonderful lady, just a sweetheart. I always call her my second mom, and that was very cool that she listened to it.
Yeah, that's an awesome name.
Shayakota Quilloqua, and
Yeah.
she is Mohegan and Métis, the Native American.
Oh, wow. So how do you know her?
Yeah. I know her because I used to take care of her husband. Her husband passed away from Alzheimer's back May 1st. And
Okay.
she and I got along so well that I started taking care of her afterwards. And she and I take her places. I take care of cooking her lunch, if you want to say that, because I just make her peanut butter sandwiches. And then
Such a good cook.
I come and I clean the house and everything like that because the poor thing, she has fibromyalgia like Shelly does.
Okay.
Only more advanced. No offense.
Yeah, no. And she's older.
Well, she's not that much older.
Yes, she is. She's 68 or 69, honey.
Well, that's not nice for her to hear when she listens.
Well, she knows how old she is.
Oh, I didn't know she knew that or not. And so I love taking care of her.
Was her husband a Native American too, or no?
Yeah, he had some Native American blood, but I can't remember what he had.
I thought he was Italian.
That's close.
He's also Native American too,
Oh.
though. You could be German and be Native American.
Well, I
You got
know.
two girls who are Blackfoot.
Yeah, a smidgen.
A smidgen. What is that? Is that from the upper region of the Blackfoot Nation? Oh, you mean a smidgen of Blackfoot?
Yeah, they're just a smidge.
Mountain through valley. Meet my smidge brother. They're
Goodness.
really small.
Okay, so Shaun of the Dead, guys. When did you first see it, and what did you think the first time you saw it?
Can't remember when we first saw it. I think it was shortly after it came out on DVD, I think.
We did. We saw it on Redbox.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. I just loved it. I love that British humor.
Uh-huh.
I love just the little things like going on in the background, that you catch after you watch it a couple more times. You catch other things, and I just thought it was really funny. It was scary, but yet it was funny. That dark humor.
Were you a Simon Pegg fan before that, or?
I think that's the first thing I ever saw him in.
Okay.
I became a fan after that.
Okay.
And I became a Simon Pegg fan.
What about zombies? Did you care for them before? Did you watch a lot of zombie movies before that, or was this kind of maybe your first one?
Can't remember. I always kind of dug zombies, but
Okay.
I don't know if it. I think I was a zombie fan when I saw Shaun of the Dead, so
Okay.
that's one of the reasons why I wanted to see it.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. What about you, Kev?
I saw it when we watched it together,
Yeah.
and I thought this is the coolest thing. This is back when zombies were first really taken off. So, like
Okay.
now, I'm sick to death of zombies, but I'll watch another movie. But I have such respect for Shaun of the Dead. The first time I saw it, I thought it was the coolest thing because it was like watching a George A. Romero film mixed with a Mel Brooks comedy.
Okay.
And it just perfectly intertwined. It was a wonderful dance between horror and comedy. And there was some dips and there was some pirouettes, and it was delicious, the entire movie. And I was into zombies really thick at that time too. I mean, it was 2005 when that came out, or 2004. I think it was 2004 when that came out. And so I was getting married, and I always associated that with zombies. And
the apocalypse.
yeah, exactly.
Thanks,
The
honey.
end of the world.
The
Which
end.
honey? And so no, it was a perfect time for the movie. It was the upwards to the peak of zombieism, before Zombieland, or Zombieland came out first. I can't
No,
remember.
Shaun of the Dead came out before
That's what I thought.
Zombieland.
So it was the uprising of the peak, and it was just perfect timing for that movie.
Okay. I saw it, I guess, some point on DVD, and I knew about it. I knew everybody liked it. So when I finally saw it, I thought it was okay. I think a lot of movie viewing depends on like what kind of mood you're in and like where you're at, in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you could. It's like the Goonies. You watch it when you're a kid, and it's like the best movie ever. But if you didn't watch it as a kid and you watch it now, it's not the same.
That's me. I haven't seen it still.
We're gonna have to do a show about that because I'm interested in like how that works, because I've heard other people watch it and they're like, "Oh, that was crap," and I'm like, "What?" But it just depends how you look at it, and where you're at. But Shaun of the Dead, I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty fun. But I think the first time I saw it, I was kind of bored a little bit by the end. So I waited another year or two, and then I watched it again, and I liked it. I liked it more. And then it's been a while since I've seen it, and I watched it again for this show, and I really liked it even more. So
yeah.
I really liked it, and I did a little bit of reading about it, and actually right before I watched it, and it was talking about in the opening scene where Shaun is walking to the little convenience store to get his coffee or whatever, the newspaper. There's a bunch of people that he passes by and that he meets, and later when everybody starts turning into zombies, all those people are zombies in the background at different parts. And I might not have noticed that if I hadn't have read it, because I probably wouldn't have paid that much attention to the background. But knowing that, I looked for it, and that was really, really neat. So it makes me want to watch it again and see what other kind of stuff is going on in the background that I might have missed. I think
you'll catch a lot of things in the background, so that's hilarious.
I think that's really cool that they put that much thought and work into that, because you wouldn't necessarily have to do that, but the fact that they did is really creative. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
They tore into that very well. Also, like the scenes later with. You remember the scene? Unless you want to talk about this later, but the scene where they're passing each other behind all the houses, and they run into. Simon runs into her friend, and then the other friend matches the next friend, and the next friend matches the next friend.
That was kind of funny.
And I didn't notice until watching this recently that the one on the end who was playing the dude who gets his stomach torn open later on was the dude from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
From The Hobbit.
Yeah, I didn't know it was him until I just watched it this last time for this podcast. And I was like, hey, honey, look who it is. And I've seen that movie 50 times.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot of times.
So
I didn't notice it either.
You're going to miss something every single time unless you watch it, again and again and again, and you'll pick it up. But I love that movie. There's so much going on, especially with the writing and the way that it's like 3 different stories going on at the same time. But it's not confusing. It fits well.
Right. Yeah, I think it's really neat because, like you said, it's a fun zombie movie. It's kind of scary, but it's really funny with the really sharp writing. I think it's a great zombie movie for people who don't really care for zombies.
Right.
Because it's not really about the zombies. It's about Shaun and his friends. So I think it's almost like the very first one, Night of the Living Dead, is a really good zombie movie, but it's more about the characters than because I've seen a lot of zombie movies too, where it's just them fighting zombies and trying to run away. But Shaun of the Dead and then Night of the Living Dead are really good character driven movies. So anybody could watch them, not just like diehard zombie fans.
Yeah, well, an example is like our daughter Katrina, who she doesn't like horror movies. She doesn't like anything like that. And we talked her into watching it. We said, you'll really like it. And she loved it. She thought it was hilarious. I mean, it's a little scary. It's a little gory, but not overdone,
Right.
So, she really enjoyed it too. And she was one person we didn't think would really like it. So,
and like you said, with George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, if you watch the DVD or rent the Blu-ray, whatever you're going to rent to watch this, because you can't get this on Netflix or maybe you can get it on Redbox. Behind the scenes there, you're going to see where George A. Romero took both Simon Pegg and Nick Frost out to lunch. There's a little vignette on the disc.
Oh, really?
And it shows his appreciation because of the movie. He loved the movie. He loved the throwback to his movie. Remember where Nick Frost is going, they're coming to get you, Barbara, which is Simon Pegg's mom. So they're trying to get him in the car, and that's the throwback to the original. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Yeah, that's a creepy scene.
Oh, that's a wonderful scene. Yeah, it is creepy.
Real quick,
Yeah.
I just thought this. So they made this one, and then they made Hot Fuzz, and then the End of the World movie, whatever that was.
World's End.
World's End. And so it's kind of like a trilogy or sort of something like that.
Unfortunately, you have to throw Paul in there.
Real quick, what did you guys think about the other ones compared to this one?
Loved them all except for Paul.
I liked Paul.
I did not like Paul. Paul was your let's have fun with animation and make an alien do pot jokes.
I thought Paul was cute.
Yeah.
I just really like Simon Pegg. He's so personable, and he's such a good actor. I mean, he can play serious parts. He's so funny.
And he's cute.
He is cute.
And he's so squeezable.
That's what I was going to say.
I just really like him.
Took the words right out
Hot
of his
Fuzz was good.
I loved Hot Fuzz. And there's a lot of jokes that are in Hot Fuzz, which are also in Shaun of the Dead, like the fence jumping situation. Where he goes, you notice that?
Right. Yeah.
And also, it carries on into World's End, too, because doesn't he run and jump over a chain link fence and doesn't make it? He crashes into it. I can't remember. I could be wrong.
I don't remember.
But they skipped all that in Paul. So Paul really doesn't link in with the other movies that they did.
Yeah. I didn't like Paul. I thought it was a funny idea, but I think for me it just kind of sucked. And then Hot Fuzz, the first time I watched it, I fell asleep, and then I actually watched it again right after I watched Shaun of the Dead, and I really liked it this time. And then at World's End, I didn't like it all.
Did not like it?
No, I need to watch it again, but
I'm with you. I hated it the first time I saw it, and then I did watch it again, and I liked it a little bit more. The third time I liked it, I actually purchased it for like 50 cents at the Goodwill on Blu-ray. I got it on Blu-ray too.
Oh wow!
And I love it. I love it now because it does. If you can follow along, because it goes fast. It's got the British accents. Everything is like da, 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 da.
Yeah.
But I do like it. Why you look confused?
Because I don't remember it. What is it?
It's World's End where whenever they hit people, they get blue blood. They got to drink at all the pubs.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought it was.
Don't they make clones of each other or something? Are there clones?
Aliens.
Oh, aliens. Okay.
Aliens came and I don't want to ruin it for everybody. Yeah. Aliens. like they were making up for their Paul mistake.
I thought that's what it was, but I couldn't remember for sure.
They're doing another movie right now. I forgot the name.
Well, he's awfully busy with, Star Trek and...
They're doing Paul Part 2, Paul Returns.
Oh, really?
Get out of here.
No, they better not.
Oh, gosh.
I was going to say.
Well, what's the other movie Simon Pegg's in where he's in a series?
You got Run, Boy, Run.
Oh, Run, Fat Boy, Run. That's a good one.
That's a Simon Pegg movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, that's good.
What is that? Run, Fat...
Yeah, Run,
Fat Boy, Run. And it's a running movie. I actually recommend it to our buddy Shaun Johnson, who's an athlete. He's a runner. and he does the Average Runner podcast for those who want to know. But I recommended it to him because it's about running and hitting that wall.
You're like, hey, Shaun, here's the perfect movie for you. Run, Fat Boy, run.
I think I told him it's not personal hit on you, but because he is anything but. Trust me, he's all right. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's about running and hitting that wall when you're running where you just can't go any further. You've run before in marathons and stuff, haven't you? Not marathons, but you've done running.
Yeah, I've run around the block.
I thought you did running too, like Doug.
Yeah, I've done a couple of 5Ks, but that's...
Okay, so have you ever hit that wall where you're running and all of a sudden...
Yeah, usually after about 100 feet.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm like, wait, how much farther?
I do that walking 10 feet.
Yeah. Well, once I walk up to the starting line, I'm done.
Yeah. Same here.
All right, where's my medal?
Exactly. I made it this far. That's all I want.
I don't know much about... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. When we were in Astoria last week, they had we were in a little cafe and they had a billboard with different events going on, and one of them was some kind of 5K, local 5K, and then next to it was another 5K, but it said I forgot the title, but it was a non-5K, and what it said was no running, just show up and have a party, and you get a medal and a T-shirt. It was like a real thing. It was like, forget the running. We're just going to have a party, but we'll still give you a medal.
That's my kind of 5K.
Well, you should tell everybody why you were in Astoria last week.
I was in Astoria because I was running from somebody, and that was about as far away as we went on a family vacation to Astoria, Oregon, and that is where they filmed The Goonies. And so we checked out the Goonies stuff, and they had a big 30th anniversary party, and so we did all that.
30 years. Jeez.
I know, it's kind of depressing because we're like, hey, we got to go back in 5 years for the 35th, and I'm like, I'm going to be over 40, and that's oh my gosh.
What's wrong with that?
Well,
what's wrong with that?
Well, after 40, it's
hey, watch it, mister.
Hey, I don't care how many muscles you've got. I'm fat and I'll just sit on you, my friend.
Well, no, I was thinking, it's like, man, I could keep going up there every 5 years, because it's fun and it's pretty. But I'm like, man, when the Goonies turn like 50, I'm going to be, let's see, what is that, 20 years from now? I'm going to be over 50.
You'll be over 50.
Oh, no, and life will be over. What will you do?
I know. Exactly.
I'll let Shelley take this one.
No, not because I'm 50, but I'm just thinking that at what point do I stop celebrating the Goonies? You know what I mean? Is it cool to keep doing it when I'm 70 or,
No, you go until you have no more time on the earth, buddy. You like Goonies. Love it.
I'll be 80 doing the truffle shuffle up there.
Yeah, there you go.
What is the name of the monster? See, I haven't seen the movie. Please don't hate me, but I have not seen it yet.
Well, then you have to watch it.
I own it.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Oh my gosh.
I bought it because of Shaun and Rob were on my case because I didn't see it, and I have it, and I still haven't seen it. It's still in the wrapping. I actually talked to you about when was the best. I asked you what was the best time to watch it, and you said towards the end of summer. So I was waiting for the end of summer here. so I could watch it.
It's a good thing there's a lady present, or I'd be saying some words.
I know. I can't believe. I think he's the only person on the planet that has never seen the Goonies.
No.
No, I've heard of others, but they've all been ostracized.
Yeah.
They've been banished. They've been banished to islands off the coast.
Ostracized sounds like an operation I'm not willing to have.
Well, you better watch it then. No, seriously.
movie.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about if anybody. I don't know much about Simon Pegg.
Peg, is that your nickname?
Simon Pegg before Shaun of the Dead. Was he just a British movie star? Was he a stand-up comedian? What did he do? Because he's so funny and he's so talented.
I don't know, but
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I know that he had a TV show, and I think you were about to mention that before I cut you off. You know the name of that TV show that he had, right? That one in
Spaced.
Yes.
Yes.
And he started a little bit before that doing little acting roles like our friend Jeff Scowlin, who does all these little tiny things that make him a huge star because he's now doing bigger things. But that's the way Simon Pegg did it too. He started out with little college projects, went on to drama department projects, went on to his own acting in Spaced. And that led him to have people watch him, which led him to where he is today.
Oh, okay.
And in Spaced, Nick Frost was like the star or one of the stars of that series. So
yeah.
Oh.
It's actually a really funny show. I didn't know that it was on Netflix a while back. I don't know if it's still on there, but I think it was like 13 episodes or something like that. And I watched them all, and it's really funny. But I didn't know that was before Shaun of the Dead. So apparently there's other people that are in that show that are also in Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, he got a lot of, since Simon Pegg is a partial producer on it, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if it's true or not. But I know Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright is the one who wrote and directed it, and Edgar Wright had a lot to do with Spaced as well.
Okay, that's cool.
When you see in the other movies too, you see some of the same characters that were in Shaun of the Dead too, or in the other movie. You know, not the characters, but the same actors.
Yeah. There's always those actors that they all stick together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always think that's fun that they work with each other. The ones that they like. They kind of bring each other back for their next projects. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's like Spinal Tap. Christopher Guest always has the actors that are in Spinal Tap, also in The Mighty Wind and Best of Show. In Guffman, you'll find a lot of the same actors in Christopher Guest's movies as well.
I've only seen Mighty Wind.
Spinal Tap? You've never seen Spinal Tap? Ostracized, banished.
Oh, man.
Am I going to the same island?
I'm the only person on the planet who's never seen Spinal
I've
Tap.
heard of others. I've heard of others who haven't seen them, but they're all ostracized and banished.
Islands?
They're on the island.
Islands.
They're on the island next to the Goonies.
Goonie people. I got a ticket for that island.
No, yeah, but I've never seen it. What's Waiting for Guffman? What's that?
Waiting for Guffman, I think, is Christopher Guest's first movie, and it's a story. I think it's his first one. It's a story about him being a drama teacher, producer thing.
Yeah, of local theater.
Yeah, local theater, and he hires a bunch of people to do this play, and it's like the biggest move of his career, and he's like an asexual person, and he does it so well. He's flamboyant, but he's serious, and he wants to get this production done properly, and he wants the right people to see it so it can go onto Broadway. And you have Fred
Willard
in there.
Kathleen O'Hara.
Kathleen O'Hara's in there.
So they're just waiting for this producer to come from
Eugene Levy
from Broadway to see the play and to get it to Broadway. So that's Guffman, actually.
And it's 90% improv. I mean, you know that there's hardly any lines in the movie, but they come up with these songs, they come up with these dance numbers, and it's wonderful. It is a hilarious movie. And you saw Best in Show?
I did see that, yes.
With the dogs? That's great.
Yeah, that was great.
And Mighty Wind. Didn't like it, did you?
It was all right. It was when I watched it, it was a good time, but I don't remember very much about it.
It was good.
Yeah, I remember some of the faces of the actors.
Yeah.
All right, back to Shaun of the Dead. I don't know what else to say about it. Oh, I do know what else. One of the things that I love about British movies is or TV shows or anything is some of their vocabulary is different than ours. And like when he said let's get drunk, or we would say let's get drunk, but he said let's get rounded.
Let's get rounded?
Yeah, let's get. I know he said it at least once. He said, "Yeah, let's get rounded," and that'd be cool because I'd like to go into a bar and say, "Who wants to get rounded?" And then they'd all just look at me like I'm crazy. And then
you probably get your butt whooped after you say something like that.
Yeah, we don't do no rounding in here,
especially deep in the heart of Texas.
We don't cotton to no rounding around here. Also, I'm gonna try that one day. Also,
tell me what happens.
I'll stand real close to the door.
Yeah.
Also, I'll just kind of poke my head in. Hey, can I get rounded in here?
That ain't legal in Texas.
Oh, snacks. They call it like I would.
Okay, then snack break. You heard him. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would call them snacks, but in the bar he kept calling them nibbles. Like
nibbles, yeah.
Let's get some nibbles. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm gonna start using that. Hey kids, y'all want some nibbles?
Nibbles in a pint.
Nibbles in a pint.
Let's get rounded and get some nibbles.
Sounds like something you'd order in New York in midnight down Brooklyn.
Do you have a very favorite scene? Scene from Shaun of the Dead?
Favorite scene. Let me think about it. If you have one, go ahead. Let me think. I'm trying to remember the movie.
I love when the.
You know this is Chris's show, don't you?
Yeah, but you guys keep getting off track.
No. Go ahead.
I'm trying to rein you boys back in.
No problem.
What's your favorite scene, Yappy?
I love when they first see the girl out in the garden.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a girl in the garden. And then they start, they go out there and they're talking to her and she comes after them and she falls on the post thing and it puts a hole in her and
that's the first time I saw something that gory, and I actually thought that was pretty neat.
Nick Frost has the camera, and he lifts it up to take a picture of it really slowly. Right. I think it's so funny. I just love the whole thing, how they just throw in the records and then they get the cricket bats and all this stuff. I think it's hilarious because they didn't even know what was going on.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, mine is right before, or I guess maybe right after that, when they go outside and there's the zombie girl and the zombie guy by the door, and they have like a basket full of just kitchen stuff or whatever, and they just start throwing it at him, and it's like Tupperware and spoons and whatever, and it's just bouncing off them, and then they throw the basket at them. I think that part's really funny.
That's the big bald zombie.
Yes,
that big bald zombie.
It's funny because it's all that stuff's bouncing off them, and then they throw the basket or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, why would you think any of that would like? Why would a plastic bowl? But I don't know. I think that's really funny.
I think I'd do the same thing if I wasn't sure what it would take to kill the thing.
Yeah,
you just go until you find. Of course, I'd be using my beer glass collection.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'd have to. If we were having a zombie attack, I would have to go for what I had.
Don't you have like other glasses, like normal glasses?
Yeah, but not many. And
because I break them.
Oh well, don't use plates, man. Don't save the glasses.
Let's see. My favorite scene would have to be. It's kind of a dirty scene, but it's a scene where he's trying to cheer him up in the bar, and he asks him to do. Well, he doesn't ask him, but he tries doing the orangutan thing, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Then he's sitting there, and just to show you how great of an actor Simon Pegg is when he's sitting there, and all of a sudden the song starts playing on the jukebox. If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part, or whatever it is. And then he goes, "Who put that on?" And then he says, it's on random. And he starts crying, but his eyes are all welled up. And you really feel sad for him. Like the poor guy, he's really depressed because his girlfriend, kicked him out. That's
really
my
good
favorite
in that
scenes.
movie. He's really good.
Oh, he is.
Hey, you were talking about, I should have mentioned this earlier, but I just saw it on my notes. You were talking earlier about running and the 5Ks and stuff. They had a 5K. I'm sure they have them other places, but they had one down here in Texas, and it was a zombie 5K. And what it was you ran a 5K, and they had obstacles you had to climb over and crawl under and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, they had people dressed up like zombies, and they would chase you. And what you would wear like little flags, kind of like flag football, and they would grab your flag. And if they grabbed your flag, then you still ran it, but at the end, you didn't make it, so you were a zombie. But if you made it all the way through without getting your flag, you were a survivor. And depending on which one, you'd get a different medal that said either zombie or survival. And so we signed up for that last year for our birthdays, but they ended up canceling it, so we didn't get to do it. But anyway, I can see that it'd be a lot of fun, but I don't know how you could do that without like people getting hurt, because some people would kind of get really into it, and if a zombie's coming after them, they might hit them or push them down or something.
Kick their foot so it goes over the other one and you trip up. Our daughter Caitlin almost did that. And,
really?
Yeah, I can't remember why she
hurt herself.
No. So.
She was going to be a zombie, though. She wanted to be a zombie and attack people.
That would be fun.
I think she
was that
that's when she broke her toe.
Oh.
She broke her toe, or she got hurt snowboarding.
Something like that. She's Olympic.
That's a lame excuse.
Well, she's an Olympic skeet shooter. And she was out in the field one day and misfired and also had the gun facing the wrong way, and she hasn't been the same since.
Well, then that would have made her a perfect zombie.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, well. That would have been fun. Well, let's see. Shaun of the Dead, that's all I have written down. Is there anything else you guys have to say about Shaun of the Dead? Is there anything you didn't like, or that you would how about change. Instead of that, is there anything you would like to change, or you would have liked to have seen a little bit different? Anything at all?
Yes.
What?
More women. I would have liked to see. God, it is a perfect movie. It's hard to say. Mm-hmm. It really is a perfect movie. If I had to add one more spectrum to the movie, I think I would have had the. No, I couldn't think of anything. Can you believe it?
Uh-oh.
I would have liked to have seen a zombie get that kid in the appliance store that was being such a rude.
Oh,
rude poop to Simon Pegg. On the phone and stuff. I would have kind of liked to seen a zombie kind of rip it through his neck or something.
Hello, mate.
Mate.
Oh, you know what would have been funny is if at the very end, if he had survived, and then like he's maybe on that truck when they all come out of the bar, and it's like the military, and that kid's there, and he says something like smart alecky to him, like, "Oh, the old man survived," or something like that.
Yeah. You got red on you.
Yeah.
You got red on him then, all right.
That'd have been funny. The only thing that kind of, I don't know, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but when they're in the bar and then the one guy, like, what's he do? He opens the window, or he's like, I'm leaving or something, and then the zombies get him, and then all the zombies come in. Like, that was kind of stupid. Like, it doesn't bother me, but that's kind of like, why would you do that? You know there's zombies everywhere outside, but I guess he just had enough. I don't know, but I don't know how I'd do it different, but that part just always kind of stood out like, that's kind of
That's suicide. One of the faults in the movie.
Yeah. Well, they had to have the zombies get him somehow, I guess. I don't know.
I wish Nick Frost made it. I wish he survived.
What was kind of touching, though, I mean, their friendship, because Simon Pegg, stood up for him no matter what. And even though when he was a zombie, he still stood up for him and still, didn't just turn his back on him.
That's
Yeah.
always sweet.
You know. And he wasn't much of a different character from when he was a human to a zombie because he was just,
Yeah,
you know,
really.
kind
It's
of
the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He still farted.
That's important too, because you can't live and also you can't die.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I thought it was cute. That part was touching, I thought.
Yeah, I think that the movie is really about their friendship more than like him trying to get the girl.
Mm-hmm.
If you heard that they were going to make a Shaun of the Dead 2, what would your reaction be?
I would be like a little girl.
I would like it.
Yeah.
That was a scream. Yeah.
I would like it. I think that they could do it. Maybe.
I would definitely be there. The only thing is they would come out with some kind of no, that would be stupid. How would they do this?
Maybe they could have another zombie apocalypse or something, or because they couldn't be something like Fido already because it, you know, remember, have you seen Fido?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. That was good. I mean,
that was a really interesting movie.
Yeah. So
I think what would have to be is Simon Pegg and his girl had kids, and they would have to pick somebody like Chris Pratt to play the kid, and he would run around and like
Chris Pratt's too old.
Yeah, but Simon Pegg's up there, and they would find
Zac Efron.
No, you can't have Zac Efron in everything, Shelley. Gosh.
Oh, God.
And then, yeah, that's what they would need, kids, and it would focus on them. So no, if they made a part 2, it'd have to be something else.
Yeah.
So maybe something about drinking and aliens come down and they have to go to all these pubs.
No, they could have another zombie apocalypse. Why not?
Why not?
And he survived. He was one of the few people that survived. So maybe they have him save the world again.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
That'd be interesting.
Or something. I don't know.
That hasn't been done already.
Oh. Not Simon Pegg doing it, though.
Oh, Zac Efron.
Yeah.
He has to teach Zac Efron the ways of surviving the zombie apocalypse.
We could have Bradley Cooper in it.
And epinephrine, whatever you call him.
And
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Then you have to have Jennifer Aniston.
No.
Did you guys like, what was that, World War Z?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I loved World War Z.
I actually liked it a lot.
Yeah. I like the movie better than the book.
Oh, really? I haven't read the book.
Usually I like books better than the movie, but I like the movie. I like the movie a lot.
I like the audio tape better than the book in the movie.
Jeez. I thought that was a really good zombie movie.
Yeah.
And it was a little more believable too, I thought.
Yeah.
It's really good. And Brad Pitt, it's great.
He's great no matter what he touches.
He is.
Yeah, I like Brad Pitt too. I really do.
Yeah.
I liked him in Glorious Bastards. Did you see that?
I did.
That was good.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
I think I've liked
him
everything.
Django Unchained, he was really good too. His little part, but he was really good.
Wait, he was in that?
Yeah. He was the he just had a small little part.
What do you do?
In Django Unchained, remember he was working on the plantation just a little bit. I don't know if what he was doing. I can't remember now for sure.
Huh.
But no. No, 12 years a slave. Sorry, not Django Unchained. 12 years a slave.
Okay.
Sorry. 12 years a slave he was in. I'm sorry.
It's all right. You don't have to apologize.
He was really good in that, even though it was just a little part.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. But in Django, I liked Don Johnson I thought maybe.
Oh, yeah.
He was cool. I like him.
Yeah. He was good. I liked Tom Wopat when he came out and he goes, "What the hell are you doing in my town, son?"
Oh, yeah. That was cool.
I always like, who's the Austrian guy?
Arnold?
No, or he's German. I can't remember.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was not in Django Unchained.
What's his name?
Let them go. He should be free.
What are you doing to my town?
He's a really good actor, like a serious actor, but he was in it. Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz. Who's that?
Yeah.
He's the one who said, "Sir, if you check in my package here, I have a notary from the Game Wardens Association of the Thing and the What that I have the right to kill this man because he is evil." And that's Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He was like the bounty hunter guy or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the word I'm talking
He's
about.
great. in that.
Game warden. What the hell?
Okay.
Game warden.
Yeah. I'm here for the animals.
Yeah.
Get down! I have a gun. Do not make me angry. You be sure that you do not. So get behind me. We're going to town. We're going to fix the situation
So
the best
Simon
we can. I do zombie movie.
Actually, Arnold is doing a movie about zombies.
Oh yeah,
The movie Maggie coming out.
What? For real?
Yeah,
It's
it's
serious.
a serious. He's a serious. It's very serious.
It's very
What?
serious.
Yeah, he's a serious actor in it. He's not like a superhero. or
He did a
anything
really
like
good job too. It's called
Really?
Maggie. It's about his daughter that is turning into a zombie, but they don't mention zombies. But it's like it's this worldwide plague, and people are getting sick, and they turn into evil people, and it's like a really bad flu, and she's getting worse and worse, and the
He's trying to save her.
people want to come and take her away from him.
Hmm
He's like, get back from my daughter. My daughter, I love my daughter.
But he
Do not
doesn't, he
take her
doesn't
from
act
me.
like that in it.
Get
Yeah,
away from my zombie daughter.
Get away from my daughter. I know she's changing. She's getting upset. She's getting a little rippled.
She's not a zombie.
I know I keep going back, but I legitimately want to ask this question: is Simon Pegg in Mission Impossible and Star Trek? Is he in Mission Impossible?
Yes, he does the Ghost Protocol movie with
Oh, I'll have to watch that again.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, he's the one who's giving him all the
Right,
information.
right.
what to
And
do.
then he's in the Star Trek one.
and he plays Scotty.
Huh.
Yes,
That's what I thought. And wasn't he in some other?
he does a lot of movies.
I know, but there was another one that was a serious, not a
Oh.
comedy.
I can't think of it. I know I've seen him in other stuff.
Yeah.
There's a couple movies on Netflix that he's done in Britain, which are also comedies. One is about a man who's always afraid, and another one
Oh, we
is
watched
one
that,
we
didn't we?
have not the whole thing. I kind of got bored of it.
Oh,
And then another one that we do want to sing, where he's
we want to sing?
You want to sing
Sing.
about it? Oh!
guy.
He's in a movie.
Simon.
Okay. sorry. What's it called?
Is that the one with the dead where they sell the
It's
dead
the
bodies?
greatest American.
There's the one where they sell dead bodies. It's like it's a period piece. Is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started watching that. That was pretty good.
That was good. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that. What was it called?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Body bag. What
What
am I?
good are
I
you?
don't know. How am I supposed? I swear to God, when we get over with this show, let's go out to the lake.
I
We'll
can't
take
remember the name of that.
We'll
that
take
was
two
a
inner
funny,
tubes and a pin.
That was a funny movie. I like that one.
Yeah, I liked it too. It wasn't that bad.
You're a dork.
We do love each other. You know what she did? You know what she did? She wrote on my board over here that I keep notes for all my podcasting. She wrote, "I love you." Thank you, honey.
Oh.
Isn't that sweet? I just noticed it today. I think didn't I voxed you when I said that? When I noticed that? Was I voxing you?
I don't know. I don't remember that, but maybe.
That's how meaningful it was.
What is this, Bash Kev 9?
No, I'm giving him a hard time.
I'll check my diary. I probably wrote it down.
Today, I talked to Kevin. He told
Dear
me.
diary.
Guess what Kevin told me today?
Kevin's wife said, "I love you, Kevin."
And she wrote it on his whiteboard.
That's
Yes.
so romantic.
Can't wait to record tonight when we talk about Shaun of the Dead.
And Simon Pegg.
Hopefully, he'll do a Arnold Schwarzenegger. Can you imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger with a lisp? Can't go.
Get through the couple.
Jeez.
Oh gosh.
Thank you guys for listening to Tupacast episode 3. Thank you to my 2 awesome hosts. You can find out more Tupacast awesomeness at iTunes, or you can also go to ctupa.com/Tupacast. And, also I do artwork for each podcast that is for sale on the blog at ctupa.com/Tupacast. I think I just said that. Any art that is sold, that money just goes to pay for hosting fees and all that kind of stuff. So check it out. You can check out Kevin Zerby at zerbinator.wordpress.com. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And go ahead and plug that for me.
Surely. You can find it at zerbinator.wordpress.com. You can also find Shelly at Getting Ready with Shell at zerbinator.wordpress.com. And you can find us both in our homes here in Connecticut by the lake.
What's the address?
Yes.
The address is 1234 Everything Street, anywhere, USA.
Awesome.
That's it.
Okay,
Thank you,
cool.
Chris,
All right, thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you guys very much. I had a great time.
Okay.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye guys.
Thank you for listening to Tupacast. Tupacast can be found on iTunes or at ctupa.com/Tupacast. Christopher will create original art relating to each podcast that will be for sale on the website. Proceeds from the sale of art will go to help pay for the hosting fees. If you have a topic idea for a podcast or would like to be a guest on Tupacast, email tupacastpodcast@gmail.com. Feedback and comments are also welcomed at iTunes and via email. We hope you have enjoyed listening to Tupacast. Bye!
Power to the people, man.
Tupacast.
That's a good thing, right? What? Click, click, click.
I want my tater tots. I want my tater tots.
Time to say goodnight, bro.